This brings us to talking about the general health of the democracy and the state of corruption within Uganda. The health of the democracy and the state of corruption were evaluated through the use of the Afrobarometer website, which is a general website that contains survey information regarding these different public opinion polls that were conducted in the country on various topics. Topics that we'll be focusing on are obviously democracy and corruption. So, in Uganda, a majority of Ugandans are pro-democracy. That comes to about 80% of the people that have expressed democracy to be their preferred method of government. And overall, 34% of the population seems to be satisfied with the current state of the government versus 15% who have claimed dissatisfaction with the democracy. This can probably be related to the loss of faith in the democratic system because there was a lot of contention after the previous elections, and Yoweri Museveni, which is the current president, has been in power since 1986. Therefore, it doesn't seem as though there is a lot of movement in the government, and that would necessarily cause a loss of faith in the democratic system. However, there has been progress of the democracy. The numbers have shown that overall, Ugandans feel as though they are heading towards the right direction in terms of their democracy. 41% of them have said that they would view their country as a democracy with minor problems. And the population has actually shown a very strong desire to participate in the democracy. As the statistics have shown, more and more people are now getting involved in civic action with protests and formation of different political associations and the joining of such. However, the health of the democracy is inextricably linked to the state of corruption within the country, and one of the most commonly known things about Uganda is that there's a very extensive, widespread corruption within the country. Human Rights Watch actually posted an article in which they denounced corruption within the country, to which a lot of high-level anti-corruption officials have responded, while saying that the issue lies with higher-level versus lower-level corruption. There is a quote from one of these officials saying, and I quote, "This court is tired of trying tilapias when crocodiles are left swimming." This is therefore supposed to show that although the government feels as though it is attacking lower-level democracy, it's hard to make official changes and to make substantial progress in this fight against corruption if higher-level officials that are in power are also corrupt. Therefore, even though anti-corruption policies are effective on a smaller scale, and that in the quotidian and everyday life people find that they don't encounter corruption as much, higher-level corruption is still a huge problem in Uganda that needs to be tackled.